Imagine needing cocaine levels of stimulation just to feel what you call normal. Imagine your baseline happiness being chemically impossible. That's ADHD, and this is why you wouldn't survive it. Okay, obviously that's a little bit ridiculous, but the dopamine comparison? That's accurate. Your brain produces dopamine for brushing your teeth, for answering emails, for sitting through boring meetings. These tiny hits of good job chemicals make life bearable. Now imagine every pleasure in life cut in half, every sadness amplified, every small joy dulled to gray. What neurotypical brains call boring, for ADHD it's not boredom, it's suffocation. Like trying to keep your head above water while everyone swims past, wondering why you're thrashing. In September 13th, 1848, a 3-foot railroad spike tears through Phineas Gage's skull. Cheek, brain, out the top. He survives. Before, a disciplined, focused, and reliable man, after his incident, he becomes impulsive, erratic, unable to plan, unable to focus. Why does this matter? Because destroying his prefrontal cortex resulted in ADHD-like traits overnight. These weren't moral failings. They were physical hardware changes. You wouldn't blame Gage, so why would you blame somebody born with the same wiring? The struggle isn't laziness, it's survival. Imagine if eating food gave you half the satisfaction. How hard do you think it would be to maintain your weight? Imagine if love felt half as sweet. How fragile would your attachments be? The focus you have binge watching a show, ADHD needs that just to read a text. The anxiety when your phone dies and you're out and about, left unstimulated, that's every second of ADHD life. Constant, gnawing, relentless. It's sad to say, but ADHD people are 5 times more likely to attempt suicide. Not because they're dramatic, but because living in permanent dopamine poverty is torture. When someone tells someone with ADHD to just try harder, it's the equivalent of telling a diabetic, just produce more insulin. It's not effort-based, it's chemically impossible. The thrill-seeking, the extreme sports, the constant need for novelty, they're not reckless. They're desperate. These extreme activities are sometimes the only way to experience something beyond gray, bland numbness. We build a world hostile towards ADHD brains. School, sit still for 8 hours. Work, focus on boring tasks. And overall life is just constant delayed gratification. 5 to 7% of humanity, roughly 40 million people, run fundamentally different brain chemistry. Medieval monks called it wandering demons. Today we call it detention, or unemployment, or failure. Same punishment, different century, brutal and unnecessary. The misunderstanding is everywhere. The eye rolls when someone can't sit through a meeting. The advice to just try harder. The assumption that struggling with simple tasks makes you lazy. Maybe you've done it, seen it done to others, or maybe it's been done to you. The point isn't blame, it's awareness. We all participate in a system that mistakes survival for failure. The solution isn't pity. ADHD people are surviving something that most neurotypical brains would break under. They don't need condescension. What the world needs is for society to stop treating one brain type as if it's universally correct. When someone struggles with something that comes easy to you, consider this. Their hardware is different. Every task, every moment is just a battle their brain must fight constantly. So, do you think you could survive ADHD? Comment down below why or why not. And if you're living with ADHD, depression, or any other differently wired brain, I see you. You're not broken. You're surviving what most people can't even imagine.